Right, well listen. Right, first bit, I wasn't there for the driver's briefing. Anything we need to know?
In part 1, we took on the sprint battles here in Paris. Short, explosive races that tested raw pace and precision. But that was only the beginning. Now the challenge evolves. 12 hours of endurance, the same city, the same team, but a whole new test of stamina, focus and teamwork. Representing the United Kingdom, we line up alongside the world's finest, ready to go the distance. This isn't just racing, it's endurance, it's strategy, it's survival. And as the sun rises over Paris, the next chapter begins with the morning briefing led by Matty Street. This is part 2. This is Zenico racing at 12-hour endurance in Paris.
There's no speed limit in the pits.
So this is the Friday, the sprint races have just finished, and then at the end of the day we do a practice for the endurance. So having never done this before, we've got no idea about the drivers changing over, about the pit times, how to work out sort of when to go and who's next. So we do a practice session in the evening, ready for a full day's endurance the following day on the Saturday.
Okay, so the endurance practice started. Boys are out in track. I've got my tyre gauge, we've got all the weights ready, I've got comms, so we're going to practice pit stops and see how we get on. So we've got people in the timing area, so Emma's up in the pit in area to time them when they come in, because they've got to be here a minimum of 60 seconds, a maximum of 260 seconds, I think it is, not too sure. So the fun's about to start. So we had a couple of hours worth of practice. The boys in and out the karts, prepping the weights, checking tyre temperatures, getting used to what's going to happen the following day. So tomorrow it's the big one, 12 hours of driving. Good luck, boys.
How slow
This
is.
This is the
So
endurance
we'll go through
race.
the pit lane.
I'll work out what's happening. So the
And
drivers are
then we
coming
will
through
get
the pit
ourselves
lane.
into a position ready to start the race.
Okay, so the drivers
So
have just
all the
come through the pit lane.
contenders
They've got to go
know
out
what
the
is to
pit
be
lane.
expected. They've also got the
get
chance
into
to
formation,
drive past their teams
and
and
then the
get that
race
final.
This is it. They've gone out, done the outlap, put some warmth in their tyres. Zach's in their seat first. This is all the drivers from around the world coming through the pit lanes to be cheered on by the mechanics, the parents, anyone who's there, and they're off to do their rolling start.
So this is before the run and start. I went out first with like 2 out laps to, see if the kart was alright, make sure there was nothing wrong with it. Had a bit of a short stint because I had fuel in it left from qualifying the previous day.
Is it okay? Yeah? This is it, they are off. So this is something entirely different for us. We've never ever done anything like this.
Of Mr. Karting.
Having had the sprints yesterday, I do feel like things are against Britain generally. Louis Harvey won 2 of his races and yet got penalties awarded for both of those. One got overturned and then somebody else put in a contact complaint, so he got another penalty. So yeah, I just don't think they want a British driver to win, despite the efforts of Louis Harvey yesterday
in the west
and how well
to
he
China in the east and many other nations in between.
I'm going to struggle to recognise that because he's got white helmet on. He's had to change it because the comms weren't working with his black helmet. So 2 formation laps. They've gone out with the fuel that they had left after qualifying yesterday, which means we haven't got a huge amount of fuel in the tank. Certainly not for now.
The run and start that I did, I got like 8 places, I think it was, and got into like the top 5, so yeah, not too bad.
So they've had a really good start. Zach's got them up into 9th position.
Somehow up in P6. Absolutely astonishing.
Louis Harvey's got up to P6. There's no surprise there.
No fluke for the Brits because the Xkart drivers are also right up in 9th position.
Hey, did you hear that? Xkart drivers in 9th. Well done, Zach. Fantastic start.
And stormed straight up into P10 positions. So behind Zach Jennings, who's at the wheel of the Xkart drivers' car,
well
is
done.
the Goats Blue, the Italian.
So incredibly, Louis Harvey's got his team up into 4th. Fantastic result. Such a brilliant start.
On the outside, Chris Dimitri is
We just got to hope the drivers can hold it and save them. They haven't got a huge amount of fuel, so they're going to have to come in and pit. Which is obviously part of the strategy, trying to pit the fewest amount of times and do it as quickly as you can.
So the first few laps was a bit fighty, shall we say. Everyone trying to get to the front and push their way through or start towing the right people.
Well, I heard penalty then and automatically panicked, thinking, oh God, this is Zach.
But it's into the race yet. And Volturno have already...
But makes a change. Zach didn't get a penalty this time.
Thank God it's not Zach.
The fastest lap of the race currently comes from the Xkart working team, struck all the way down to 20th position.
So this is the view I've got from where I'm positioned over on the other side of the track. My job is to tell the team when a driver pits into pits or comes into pits, because what they have to do is they have to time it. We don't want any of our pit stops to be longer than 3 minutes, so we need to time it to make sure we don't go over. So that, I think you're allowed a little bit more than that, but we don't want to exceed that, so we're just giving ourselves that little bit of leeway. Gorgeous day. I've got my chair, I've got the water, got my radio, so I can listen to the comms from the team. Okay, yeah, Zach is in pits. So Zach's first stint is completed. He was the first driver out, starting off the endurance. Working on this endurance is a huge team event. There are so many people chipping in. Everyone's got a job, everyone's doing something to contribute. So at the moment, Andy was on comms with Zach. He's also sorting out the lead and the weight for each driver as they come in. He's also trying to sort out the tyre pressures. You've got people timing the pit stops. I've now got a little helper with me. I've got Zach. He's come in having done his first session. He's come up to keep me company for a little bit, which is lovely. He said he'd done really well, no issues. Did you come in because you were just getting low on fuel?
I was told to come in, yeah.
Oh,
I felt that much.
Oh God, yeah, you do need to come in if you've only got that much left. But yeah, literally hardly any fuel left in the tank and was told to come in. Okay, Louis into the pit this lap, Zach.
Okay, got time.
Received. Louis is in pits. So the Xkart drivers are currently sitting in 9th position. The Xkart crew close behind in 11th. The time is 10:30. So we still have 10 hours and 50 minutes to go. Wow. Stu Stretton's on round again. Zach just said he thinks Stu Stretton might win this. Is that if you just race all day and you hardly pit, you could easily win this. I was also saying that endurance racing is a whole new experience for us as the Zenico team. Never done anything like this before. It's something Zach's always wanted to do. So Xkart drivers are currently up into 6th and the Xkart crew are sitting in 7th. I know all of this depends on pitting and positions are going to constantly kind of like shuffle like cards in the deck, but they're in the top 10.
So I've hijacked Jennings' camera, don't tell him. We're nearly 2 hours into the race. We're effectively leading by 30 seconds when you take into account the pit stop window. Everyone's doing something. So we've got drivers either on the comms with other drivers. We've got Bish on the pit board. We've got Zach commentating with another driver. Where are you? Busy day.
So Elliot has just come into pit. We've got Isaac Jameson getting ready to go out next. This is probably one of the most stressful times of the event. When drivers come in, they change, they've got to check tyre pressures, they've got to refuel, they've got to check they've got the right level of lead and weight. It looks like we've got Harry getting ready in the background, waiting for Lewis to come in. Lewis has still got 2 litres of fuel, so he's been told to carry on driving if he's happy. Okay, so there is a minimum pit time. So they're holding Isaac here to make sure we don't go out before the minimum pit time's been taken. Okay, get ready. And off he goes. Into fuel.
So the fueling done is at the fuel station by the TBkart crew. It's up to us how much we put in. We can have a whole tank, half tank, whatever we want. Obviously, as you saw at the beginning, the qualifying tank that Zach had was very, very empty, so he only was out for 45 minutes or so, whereas now we're going at full tank.
Meanwhile, we have Bish giving the drivers on the track a bit of an indication as to how they're doing. And then he puts it out to let them know how far behind they are on average from the other lead drivers.
Comms was a really important part of the 12-hour endurance. Every driver that went out had a comms system fitted to the helmets, so we can talk to them, give them encouragement, just keep them driving.
Oh, okay, so Lewis coming in and everyone jump on board.
Number 7 Paul, currently 17 minutes.
And Zach is out, so Andy was talking to Zach. Oh, okay, here he comes.
Super driver's still going well. We're going to be on start Dennis
It's really hot enough. Elijah's just come in and said that his t-shirt is soaked through where he's just so hot and sweaty. It's a tough ask getting these drivers out. So for the endurance race today, they're doing about an hour or so in each stint.
It's now 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so we're 5 hours in. I had to work that one out on my maths. Zach's back out now. We think he's going to be in the kart for about an hour, maybe a bit more. When he first went out this morning, he was only in the kart for half hour because the fuel was quite low from the qualifying. So the fuel you used on the practice and qualifying, they're not allowed to refill it. So he only had like 3 litres left. So he was only out for about half hour, 45 minutes, I think. So this time he's got a reasonable full tank. He's going to be out for a good hour or so. Isaac's now chatting away to Zach on the headset, basically getting instructions of who's behind him, what his lap times are, how he's getting on. Basically, a bit of mental encouragement, I suppose. He's going to be out there for a long time. But considering the junior team, which is the Xkart drivers, we are the only juniors out here doing this endurance, and they're going against the best in the world. They're doing amazingly well. Even the commentators commenting on how good they're doing. Right, 20.9, 20.8 in front, that's good. Right, so Zach's basically come in now, and we've got a swap over of drivers, so Elliot's going in. Pit stop timing is essential for 12-hour. So here's Lauren making sure we don't overstay or understay our pit stop time. So at the end of the 12 hours, we want to be bang on with the allowed pit stop times. And we also need to change the LED, change seat inserts, and get the driver ready. Okay. So we've had to change the weights from Zach to Elliot. Check the pressures, make sure we're not losing any pressures, the pressures are all good. And what Lauren's doing is she's basically holding Elliot here just long enough so we get that perfect pit timing. So it's not quite F1. Okay, it's just gone 3:30. So we're over halfway. So the boys have been out now for 6.5 hours. Currently Elliot's on track. When he comes in, Elijah Hartley's going to take over, and then it'd be Isaac, and then it'd be Zach. Actually no, it might be Zach I don't know, I've lost count. But we're having to bring our pit stops down, so before we were putting the boys out for an hour ago, we're now bringing in every 30 minutes after this next one, I think, I can't remember. It's the strategy the team's got. So we've got to have a certain amount of pit stops, certain amount of minutes in pits, and if you don't, you get penalised. But we're doing well. We're still up in the top areas, but things will change as we get through the day because some teams haven't been pitting as much as we have, which means we're dropping down. But those teams have got to catch up with those pits, and once they start pitting, they will come down as well. Okay, it's now 6:49 p.m. We've got 2 hours, 34 minutes of the 12-hour endurance left. We are currently sitting at P16th. Elijah Hartley's just gone out, Elliot Foster's just come in. I think it's either going to be Isaac or Zach next, not too sure. We're doing okay. We've got the other teams, we've got more pits to do than we have, so we should start moving up that ranking. Where we come, I don't know, but we definitely should be top 10. So, still exciting. There's Emma, on tiptoes as always.
I've been sat over by the pit lane. I have to give heads up if anyone comes into pits, or when they do come into pits, confirm it so then they know to expect from the other end.
And working on your tan.
No, I've been under an umbrella nearly all day.
You are looking quite red.
Okay, well that's just wandering around here then. It is very, very hot.
So I've stole Zenico's camera again. We've got Zach on the pit wall with Emma. I'll turn around so you can see him. We've got Big Bish still doing pit board, and we Bish. We've got Tilly watching, super happy and supported from the sidelines. And then we've got everyone in the garages. This one is the garage where all the useless people sit. I feel like it should have just been a gin bar though, to be honest. Like, look at the, look, you can't really see it, but toes are out, feet are up. And then we've got the working garage where all the drivers are with all the kits. We've got Lauren doing strategy. I'll turn the camera around so you can see it. Won't let me turn the camera around, so I'm not going to do that anymore. We've got Lauren doing strategy. Loads of computers. Harry doesn't want to be on the camera. We're 2 hours and 30 minutes left of the race. Both drivers are sort of nipping around the top 10, so fingers crossed. Get a strong top 10 finish with at least one of the teams. We had a little bit of a mechanical problem with one of the karts earlier on, so I had to pit and change karts. And then, as luck was have it, that kart was even worse, so then we had to swap that kart over again. Elliot Foster has just come out for the drivers team after a monster stint, setting fastest laps. He was one of the quickest on track through his stint, and he came in with no fuel whatsoever, so we'd well and truly made the most of that fuel tank. So yeah, 2.5 hours left. So this is what we go through to do all of our timing. We've got all of the drivers in terms of everyone on track with the live timing. And then we've got this laptop that has all of our pit strategies, when we're expecting to pit, how long we've got left of the race, what driver's going to be in the car, and then this is what monitors our pit stop strategy. So for the race we have to spend a minimum of 45 minutes in the pits, which equates to 2,700 seconds. So what we do for every pit stop is we count how many seconds we're in the pits for and how long we ideally want to be in for future stops. So we can see we're 74 seconds ahead of where we want it to be with our program on one of the karts. And then we've got this kart, which is the driver's team, and they're 27 seconds ahead of their projected pit window time as well. So that's really, really good. It means we don't owe any time to the pit lane, because when you look on this screen, the blue numbers is how much time people have spent in the pit lane. So 29 minutes is pole, whereas we've done 34 minutes. So we've got 4 or 5 minutes on first place. So if we've got 4 or 5 minutes on first place, that means that when they come to pit and have to do all their slower pit stops, we might be able to jump up the order because we've already used up all of our pit stop time.
So we've got Stu Stretton, he stopped. This will be his last pit of the race as well. Full credit to him, he's done this solo today, all 12 hours.
You've heard Emma mention Stu Stretton in this video. Usually you find him behind the lens, capturing the action, the chaos and the moments that define the race. But this time the story is his. No team, no driver changes, just one man, 12 hours, and a determination that won't quit. From taking photographs of others to writing his own chapter, Stu Stretton takes on the 12-hour endurance of Paris solo. A test of focus, grit and sheer willpower. What a legend.
So we've currently got Elliot Foster's gone out for the final stint for Kart 32. There won't be any more changes because he is the last one, so he is going to do the last 45 minutes or whatever it is we've got left of the race. Harry Hurstgrover, he's also out. He's going to be chopped in for Louis Harvey. He's going to finish the race. Commentators getting really excitable as we're getting near the end. Some of the positionings are starting to change. They're shuffling a little bit as people are sort of vying for the top 5 positions. So the board's gone out. They're telling Harry to come in and pit, hand over to Louis. So the sun is setting on our race today. We've still got about 45 minutes left. Now, so the Xkart drivers are currently down in 24th. Zach had got that up to 17th when he came in. Because we've pitted, we've been dropped down, so that should go up with time.
During the endurance, we were plagued with kart problems. These are corporate karts, they're not our own karts. As the day went on, karts were losing their bottom end, their mid, their top. Here we are, our last final swap. Both teams had to swap, not only the Xkart drivers, but also the Xkart team. So here we are, going out for the last leg of the 12-hour endurance.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it looks like we're changing karts.
Yeah.
So we've changed karts a few times in this race because the ones that we've been using have either lost their bottom end, they've lost their top end, or they have no steering. So let's just hope this final one, if they can keep the engine going. Okay, we've got Lauren over here on timing. She's making sure that everyone's pit stop is perfect. We're not under, we're not over time, we're not going to get a penalty.
10 seconds.
They've divided the amount of time we have to spend in pits evenly between all the stops that we've got.
Yeah! 45 minutes and 5 seconds!
Oh, really?
Yeah!
There we go, 45 minutes and 5 seconds.
Crew, well done, Lauren.
So it looks like we're bang on target for pit stop time.
Okay, so we're in the last second, that's it. When they go over that finish line, we are done. That's the 12-hour endurance completed. We don't know where we're going to come, but I think we'll be about 23rd. We're still damn good bloody result. Not the top 10 we wanted, as expected.
So Elliot Foster's done our last stint here, and we're all going up to the fence to see him. But, you know, what an experience that this 12 hours between me, Isaac, Elijah and Elliot. You know, it's something that we've never done before, and it was an amazing experience, and I'd highly recommend it to anyone else that does it, because it's just something which is extremely far-fetched from normal karting. It's just amazing. So this is the end of the 12-hour stint that Stu Stretton did all by himself, and he's coming in, and this is where we just cover him with the ball. Just God knows how he done that all by himself, but well done to him.
12 hours in, only the way the English know how. Absolutely amazing work. Oh, the English team are asleep tonight, that's for sure. Well done to the two crews for Xkart, the crew and the drivers.
So this is Stu Stretton, who has just done the 12-hour endurance on his own.
Who else but Stu Stretton?
12 hours on his own.
12 hours alone and unaided to the victory.
Few words, Stu.
His victory.
24 hours next.
I just don't want to finish last. Well, Stu.
Not too bad, better than I thought I would. 6 hours in, I didn't think I could do it. But
the teams celebrate as they come home. I'm going to disappear downstairs for the podium, which everyone
I got hit 3 tomorrow.
You're going to sing well today.
I won't, I've got a massive blister right across the middle of my back. I won't be able to lie down.
Plenty of excitement along the way.
But
Well done, Elliot.
that was good. Thank you to everyone that kept me hydrated through that.
Well done, Stu.
That's hard work. Thank you. Cheers.
Brilliant. What an absolute legend. 12 hours, blister, all up his back. Well done, Stu. Well done.
Hello, my name is Isaac James and I've just finished the 12-hour endurance and I am tired. A lot. Like, very tired.
Even though you fell asleep halfway through.
Hi, my name is Zach Jennings. I just finished a 12-hour endurance and I feel fine.
Hello, my name is Elijah Harley. I'm 13 years old and I've just finished the 12-hour endurance. My name's Elliot Foster. I'm 16 years old and I've just finished a 12-hour endurance and I'm very hot and warm and sweaty.
And he drove for almost 5 hours out of that 12 hours. He's an absolute rock of the team. Well done, Elliot. If it wasn't for you, we would be where we were.
We've just completed the TBkart World Finals 12-hour endurance. We always say that we will bring you things that you've always wanted to do. Zenico Racing, we've come to Paris to do this event. We're the only junior team here. As you, from the boys' instructions there, right at the end. 14 years old to 16 years old, going against the best in the world, all adults they were going against. And they came in, I think 20th, I don't know where they came because all the penalties got to be applied. But whatever it is, what an amazing, amazing experience and how proud we are as parents of our kids to do that. It makes you get emotional. So we're now with the winners, spin that round.
12 hours, one team, an unforgettable challenge in the heart of Paris. We represented the United Kingdom with heart, grit and determination, proving that endurance is more than just a race, it's a mindset. From the first lap to the last, every moment tested focus, teamwork and resilience. As the sun sets over Paris, the endurance may be complete, but the fight isn't over. Next up, part 3, the sprint finals. New day, new race, same mission, to represent the UK and chase the podium. This was Zenico Racing at the 12-hour endurance in Paris. The story continues in the sprint finals. Remember, give us a like, give us a subscribe.